Hello there, Scorpio. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your general reading. Thank you for being here. All right, now this is a toneless reading, so trust that your intuition sent you here because there is something about today's card spread that pertains to your current situation, whatever that may be, whatever is weighing heavily in your heart. Now, if you'd like to share with us what is resonating with you, that would be great because I do love to read all of your comments and I do respond. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. I love it. So 8 of Wands tells me that there is a lot of energy around you right now. Whatever it is that you are pursuing or working on, you may be feeling as though it's starting to pick up. And if it's not picking up for you, it's about to. So brace yourself, okay? You may also be receiving a very important message, maybe a contract or something like that. That's what I'm seeing. Or an important letter, something that's going to kind of open up, just give you a different perspective about something. So be prepared for that. All right. Next thing here, we've got just the energy of nostalgia. You may be thinking about the past or having some memories about the past, whatever it may be. And the good thing about this is that it is affecting your current decision. Now, what universe is trying to tell me here is that it's okay for you to think about the past and remember, reminisce, that sort of thing, but you cannot stay in the past. So if you are reminiscing about past hurts, loss, regret, that sort of thing, don't stay there. It just means that it's time for you to learn from those issues or those occurrences and move forward. Take whatever lessons you were supposed to learn from that and move forward. All right, yeah, look at that. So the nostalgia that I was just talking about here, it may be something that you needed to kind of work on to give you some sort of closure, emotional closure anyways, and really understand the soul lessons that were meant for you during that moment. So if you've had a previous relationship that has ended, the universe is saying it's okay to think about the past, think about all of the happy times, but don't dwell on that. You're meant to learn the lesson so you can turn the page to the next chapter in your life. Look at that. So you might have been dealing with someone, an individual. Now, if this is a love reading, you may have been dealing with somebody who was very nurturing, who really touched a part of you that, was just that kind of, they were very near and dear to your heart. It's almost as if you guys were connected on a very spiritual level. This person really made an impact in your life. Now, if this is not a love reading for you, again, this is something that's happened in the past and you are nearing that completion or having that emotional closure. So if this was, say, like a job or something like that, this was something that was definitely very close to you, something that meant something to you spiritually, and you may have been putting a lot of your effort into that situation, and now that has come to a closure. You see how that works? These are general readings, and you can apply them to any part of your life. So there's a lot of competition and rivalry here coming in for you in the near future. If you're starting a new business, something that's really going to be very emotionally fulfilling to you, what's going to happen here is that you may feel a little bit of a squeeze here, kind of like maybe some sort of emotional chaos where there's competition, rivalry, just noise. And what I'm trying to tell you here is that you don't need to participate in that noise. That's kind of low energy level, and we don't want to stay in that energy level. We want to rise above. We want to stay within that high vibration, right? High vibratory frequencies. So that's where we need to live because, this here doesn't serve us. It only allows us to dwell in those negative emotions. So justice here, again, is all about karma. So to support this, what I was just saying, this karmic energy is all about you sending out the energy that you want to return to you. So if you want positive energy, if you want to, if you truly believe in law of attraction, manifestation, that sort of thing, you have to remember that karma is very powerful. The energy that you send out is going to come right back to you. So send out positive energy, that's going to come right back to you. If you choose to participate and surround yourself with negative energy, then that's what's going to come back to you, all right? And everything here in the universe, the universe is letting you know that everything will come to a balance. Everything will have closure. You're going to be okay. You're divinely protected. You're going to start a new chapter in your life. Just choose not to live in a state of negativity and chaos. No drama, okay? So again, when I told you here that you may be receiving a message, this is another confirmation that you may be receiving important information here in the near future. The other thing too is that you may get some sort of almost like an idea download. You may start to see things in a different way, and that's going to open up this new chapter that's coming towards you. Look at that, the hard work that you have put in. Now, if this is, again, a career reading or a new business, something like that, a side hustle, all of the work that you have put in, you're going to maybe receive an offer, or you're going to get some sort of piece of information, something like kind of like a an opening for you, and you're going to celebrate the hard work, the independence that this is going to provide for you. This is abundance that's coming your way, and if it's not already present in your life, you're starting to see that side hustle that you were creating before. It's going to come to fruition. It's going to work out in your favor. Okay. Be aware of people around you who may not have your best interest, right? And here we have this chaos and confusion, conflict. This is not good energy here. The other thing too is if you are dwelling in the past here and you're refusing to move forward. Now, this is not what I'm getting, but if there are some of you that's really living in the past and refusing to move forward, remember that you may be the one that's creating this in your life. You may be the one robbing and lying to yourself about moving forward here. I'm not sensing that heavily. I think that most of you are ready to move forward here and turn the page, but just be aware that you may be surrounded by people who don't necessarily want the very best for you. Because the thing is if you're going through changes, people don't like change. And so that can kind of stir them up and stir up that negative energy. So just be aware of that. And you'll know exactly how to handle it. Because if you are coming in with this energy of the Queen of Cups is very comforting, nurturing. But if you were having a lot of these spiritual downloads or psychic type downloads, the thing is the Queen of Cups is the psychic of the tarot. And if you notice that you lean towards that heavy intuitive side of yourself, if you're getting the sense that maybe someone around you may not necessarily want the best for you, you're probably right. That's kind of like a long-winded explanation of me trying to tell you, trust your intuition. Okay, Scorpio? Wow. Now here you go. So though you have some noise around you, maybe you are partnering up with someone, right? And there are some people around you that may not necessarily want that for you, right? So trust your intuition, trust your instincts. Because if this is the person that's meant for you in this new chapter of your life that you're starting, right? There may be some people around you that may compete with that may object and not necessarily want that for you. So again, use your intuition, okay? Look at that. You're moving away from this chaos. You're moving away from these people. I think, here's the thing, I think that you're going to be so intuitive. You're going to understand that there are certain people that don't want the best for you. And I think that you are going to learn that. And eventually you're going to move away from that chaos, that turbulence. Because I think that what you want is to get away from this noise and move towards calmer waters, towards opportunities that is better for you. Okay? So take all these messages and apply it as needed, but there's a whole lot of information here that's coming in. So 5 of Pentacles, there's a part of you that feels as though you lost something, right? You feel a little bit insecure, maybe after what's happened, and maybe that's why you're thinking of the past and everything that's happened. Universe is trying to tell you here that this is a lack mindset, that you can't stay in this mindset. You have to move forward, and you have to stay in that positive state, so that, because the thing is you can't move forward here, you can't move to the other side if you continue to feel as though you don't deserve it. You don't deserve the 10 of Pentacles, right? You don't deserve the other 5 Pentacles to make the 10 of Pentacles. You're not seeing that maybe around the corner here, if you just open up your mind, right, and accept the new ideas and new thoughts that are coming your way, that maybe just around the corner here from this church is the other 5 of Pentacles to make the 10 of Pentacles, right? So you have to keep your mind open and allow yourself to seek out other possibilities, right? That you can't stay here in this state of turbulence and noise and chaos, because that's not really going to serve you and allow you to transform and elevate. Yeah, look at that, the Emperor. The great thing about this, being one on top of the other here, Scorpio, is that you're coming in the outcome here is that you're going to be the one that is going to rise above. The Emperor is the one that's in control, is the one with authority, and you're going to see this as noise. As long as you take the necessary steps to evolve, to change, to open up your life and give love to your life and allow new beginnings to happen here, because now you have emotional closure, you will evolve and become the person that is in control of the situation here. And you're going to realize very quickly what serves you and what doesn't serve you. These things don't serve you. This serves you because this is stability. This is abundance. This is you taking all of that stability with you on this boat and going to the other side, where there is no turbulence, where there is no chaos. But you have to first remember to change your state of mind. Instead of thinking about lack and insecurity, think about prosperity, wealth, authority, boldness. I mean, all of the good things. I mean, the Emperor owns his environment, right? And you need to take on this state here. This is your future outcome. You just have to make sure that you get rid of all this noise here. what karma means to you, what energy you put out, that's what you get back, right? So I want you to get to this point right here. So if you continue to put out this energy of lack, that's what you'll get, and it becomes that obstacle and keeps you from being this energy right here. Okay, hope that makes sense to you. All right, let's see what other information is here for you in the oracles. Let's see what is here for Scorpio. Do nothing. Yeah, do nothing. So when you are confronted with something like this here, don't get involved. Do nothing, right? This is just noise, right? See what's on the other side, which is stability, celebration, independence, right? Freedom, all of that. So do nothing. If you are confronted with this kind of noise, competition, rivalry, do nothing. You don't need to waste your time with that. Watch for signs. Yeah, absolutely. So remember, I was telling you here, if something doesn't seem right to you, if your intuition tells you that maybe there's people around you that don't necessarily want the best for you, move away from it, right? I kind of don't surround yourself with that. Instead, obviously you're going to look for signs. If you see the signs, trust your gut, trust your intuition. Take a breath. Yeah. If you are around this situation right here of noise, slow down, take a breath, really assess the situation. If you start to see yourself or hear yourself or feel as though you're in this state of insecurity, right? Because competition, rivalry here is the same thing, insecurity. If you start to feel that you're getting sucked in by this energy, stop, take a breath, rise above it. Remember, you're the emperor. You have that energy. Take a breath and move forward, right? Don't participate. And also here, communicate. Don't forget to communicate. Instead, don't be the negative side of the emperor, which is, very angry, very forceful. Instead, learn to communicate, because this is the card of communication as well, by you communicating to those around you allows you to set boundaries so that things work out in your favor, right? Remember, you have command of everything around you, right? You're not the page, right? The page is kind of like not that bold of energy quite yet, because this is a young energy. The Emperor energy is the one this is the master, right, of the entire tarot card. This is the fatherly figure. It's okay for you to take on this role here of being bold and authoritative. Just don't go overboard. Communicate. Figure out a way to communicate. All right? Thank you so much for being here today, Scorpio. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye.